First time I heard about the UK Pavilion must have been in 2018. I was working with Es on a couple of other projects, and suddenly she took me aside and she says, "Frederic, I want to have you to have a look at a concept that we have here." The brief I received was to create a technical possibility of how to make text on a wooden wall. How can we integrate LEDs in that? Can we use another technology into the wooden construction material so that text, images, words come on the surface of the building? The solution was not obvious because integrating LEDs into wood seemed like a difficult challenge. There's all sort of technical reasons why not to do that. We had to create some prototypes, and the first prototypes we did was really with dipping LED plates into fluid plinten fabrics to try to simulate the wooden structure. And it was a perfect match. It was really hard to differentiate the LED substrates from the wooden construction. Once we had the prototypes approved, now the question was how can we repeat that on a larger scale? We started working with our Chinese sister company, and they started sourcing companies in China who could actually replicate the process in a larger batch of equipment. So once we determined who the manufacturer of the equipment would be, a next level of testing had to be done, and that was the integration between the media service, the AI software, and the tiles. We brought some tiles from China, brought them to the UK, and our UK team actually overviewed the integration of the tiles, the AI software, and the media servers. Working with Es is very enriching. She brings her creative mind, we can bring in our creative technology approach, and that brings a creative storytelling. Working with Es is a challenge every time, but I'm looking forward for the next one.
PRG Dubai was brought in after PRG Projects had managed to source the right product for the project. PRG Projects managed to give us significant information and data that allowed us to study schematics and technical documents for each of the products of how they planned to integrate it into the building. So once the material arrived in Dubai, with my team we managed a few small setups, a few tests in the warehouse with the available stock that we had before delivering on site to make sure that we understood the process of how it needed to be cabled and installed to make sure we had the right tools and the right equipment to put it all together.
I think the UK Pavilion was an incredibly exciting project for us as a global group once again. We saw the likes of our colleagues in PRG Projects, which is based in Belgium. They focus on some of the world's most complex deliveries that are out there. Everything from the space frame that they designed ground up for you to a number of other exciting initiatives that they take on board. We worked with the projects team who were involved in designing the specific customized LED tile panel to be inserted into this wooden cassette. The UK was very integral in terms of delivering the media servers and working with a company called Luke Halls out of the UK to ensure that we had the correct hardware that's able to support the remote access that they require to run the content on the screen. And then there was also a team in China that worked for sourcing the LED, because it's incredibly complex to source LED of that nature and have a custom build over a COVID period. You know, I think that is also one of the challenges we face there, and I'm extremely proud of the team and our delivery.